Hello and welcome back to another episode of VanillaTyme. This is episode 22. My name is Steph, and we've got a couple things that we're going to do on the server today. The first of which is we are going to head over to, well, I guess technically the holiday area, and we are going to go ahead and do the Easter challenge. So there's a couple of things for the events that we are going to take care of, and then after that we are going to build ourselves another organic. This one's going to be in the water. Yes. So let's start with Easter, move on to the organic, and yeah, let's see what happens. You know, there was a whole set of blocks that I completely forgot to go over when the latest update came out. And that would be the resin bricks. And you get it by taking regular resin and you smelt it in a furnace, and then you can throw it in then you get the bricks. You can throw the bricks in a stone cutter or craft it up into any of these other block types. And these are really cool because we have an Easter event going on the server, and I think they're going to be a great color for an Easter egg. In fact, I think the pale oak planks would make another great color for the Easter egg because it's kind of like a muted, I don't know, what like a pastel white. So I think that with the really vibrant orange could work really good as a giant Easter egg. So I think that is what we're going to do in a little bit. And to that end, I am just mining up a little bit more pale oak wood, so I have plenty. And yeah, as you can see from my inventory, I already made a bunch of different types of resin bricks. We'll head over to the Easter event area shortly. There's also some other I guess scavenger hunt style events and stuff going on for this one, so yeah, I'll walk you through that in a little bit. So we're here in the Nether Hub, and in the North Tunnel we've got ourselves the holiday area. And if we come out here, I believe if we just head a little bit further north, yeah, there's the VanillaTyme birthday and there's the Easter. So we're being encouraged to make our own giant Easter eggs like this, which I believe I did last year as well, if I'm not mistaken. And I believe we'll get a trophy or something for doing that. And if we come around in here somewhere, there should be... Ooh, yeah, there's a lot going on here. Yeah, so you build an Easter egg, you put your name up here, and then there's Easter vouchers. So the way that we get those, I believe it's the same as last year, is there should be a villager up here. Yep. And he is a custom villager, and he trades you stuff for these vouchers, and then you rename the voucher with your own name, as you can see in the title, and you submit those and you get prizes, right? Kind of cool. So these are all like Easter themed. So you've got like yellow dyes and water, so it's like coloring your Easter eggs. You've got, what else have we got here? Tripwire hook and sugar. I'm not really, is that to catch? Oh, I think that's to catch a bunny. Potion of leaping, that kind of goes without saying. I'm not sure what the honey and nether ward's for, but you know, carrots and golden nuggets make golden carrots. Rabbits like carrots. You get the idea. I think we can collect everything we need. We have a gold farm. We have plenty of carrots from our old manual farming from early game. We've got a couple turtles, which we can breed up some turtle eggs. We've got a big old box of eggs. Let's see, cocoa beans we've got plenty of. I think, yeah, we've got slime, we've got, yeah. So I think we've got everything here. So I'm just going to take a screenshot of everything here. I'm going to go back to base and collect all the materials up, and then I'll bring them over and I can do the trade-ins. So here's my egg. I kind of looked at this for just the rough design for a bit of shape, you know, larger on the bottom and a little bit narrower on top. Obviously went with my own color palette, and because I have access to slabs and stairs, I just kind of rounded it out a little bit more. Threw a little bit of lighting on top up here with the shroom lights. The orange actually matches quite well with the resin bricks, so that works out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I've gone ahead and put my name up, and yeah, so that's all done and dusted. Is that what they say? Done and dusted. I think that's a British thing, but it sounds so much like a Redstone thing. I don't know. I've also prepped an area over here because we are going to put in a new organic. So what I've done is created just a box out of sand, because gravity blocks are easy to place in water, and we use sponges to get rid of all of the water because part of the build is going to be under the water. So we're going to refill that water once we're done. This just makes it easier for me to see my schematic, and also just, you know, makes it easier to build in, so I'm not actually building underwater. So we're going to get that started as soon as I get my materials collected. Alrighty, I've got all of my materials and I am ready to go. So let's get this started. Alright, be honest. What do you think? It's a little different. I wanted to go for something just a little bit more realism than the goofy dinos that I've done up until this point. I went with a sea serpent because it's got no arms or legs, so it's a little bit easier for me to design. But also, I just wanted to play with something that would actually sit in the water, which I thought was really cool. I've never done that before. And also working with like soft rounded shapes was a really interesting challenge. So I had a lot of fun doing that. I wound up taking the design in 2 stages. I initially just designed the head, and I realized that I couldn't just pop the head on top of the water because then it'll look weird because there'd be nothing underneath. Yeah, so I kind of shelved it for a little bit and then came back to it and decided to finish up the design. I liked how it looked, so we brought it over onto the server. So I went with this green template in terms of the color palette because I liked the way that the light green and the dark green kind of like meshed all together. Obviously they work really well together because most of it's prismarine, and then the warped kind of just fit into that really well. The spikes are done with a combination, mostly stair blocks, but also a little bit of slabs here and there, or even just full blocks where it made sense. Up in here you can see there's just like little bits, and then we're spawn proofing using glow lichen, just to kind of like look like it's got like not quite barnacles, but like just like sea gunk kind of just on it, making it look a little bit dirty here and there. But it also serves to just keep mobs from spawning on top of it, which is nice. And yeah, I went with the straight on look, which unfortunately doesn't look great from like right here, obviously, because it's only 3 blocks wide. But I figured most of the time you're going to be seeing it at an angle, so you kind of get that full look, which is really cool. So I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And yeah, chalk that up for another organic on the server. I swear I'm not good at organics. I'm just winging it, and this is what's come out. So, you know, I'm really happy with with how it turned out. But I think that's gonna do it for this episode. If you like what you saw and want to see more, consider subscribing, leave a like, and I will catch you next time.